Being too nice ruins your relationship. Hello and welcome to my channel. How are you doing? Okay, so no, I'm not a florist. All the flowers you're seeing behind, they are just some flowers I put together and hung there. Should I even show you how I put them together? I don't know. But anyways, I'm going to be talking about a very dicey and interesting topic. And I'm talking about it because it's something I learned from. It's a mistake I made over the years. That's if I'm not even still making that mistake right now. I don't know. But I know that it's something that I suffered from. And I'll expect that a lot of other people may be in the same situation and wouldn't want to suffer the same thing, or are not sure why they are suffering what they are suffering. Have you ever seen a situation where two people were in a relationship? It could be siblings, it could be just friendship, it could be an actual relationship or a marriage, whatever the situation is, where one person was extremely nice, yet the other person found a way to cheat the person. Now, as much as the other person could be wicked, though, the truth is, if you are a nice person, if you're someone who is seen as extremely nice, and people took advantage of you to betray you, to break your heart, 90% of the time, it's your fault. Yes, it's your fault. Okay, yes, the truth is, the other person could have actually taken advantage of you, but take your own blame now. If you take your own blame, you'll be a better person. So yes, people are wicked, but the essence of this video is just to teach you how to protect yourself. So yeah, you met a wicked person and you were so nice and you gave room for the wicked person to express his or her wickedness. So what are ways to know that you are being too nice? This brings us to the topic for today. Being too nice ruins your relationship. I'm going to be showing you how being too nice ruins your relationship. But before I do anything, kindly hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that whenever I post a video, you will see it. Anyways, my look for today. So I did a photo shoot today and this look cannot waste. So I decided to sit down and film this video, hence the look. So if you ask me how I did it, I didn't do it. How nice people ruin their relationship. Let's jump straight into the video. Okay, so one of the ways that nice people ruin their relationship is by not confronting issues. You know, there's some people who things happen and they just let it go. You don't confront it, you don't talk about it, you don't draw the other person's attention to it. What happens is that if you keep doing that, that person keeps repeating that thing, you keep getting hurt or upset, or something just keeps going wrong until it becomes a big thing. So for example, if you have a friend who lives with you, for instance, and the friend doesn't contribute anything, doesn't contribute to food, to the bills, doesn't even do chores, like the person may eat and not pick up the person's dishes, the person may not even do laundry, so you may just be doing everything for this person, and you are upset. The person may have done something and you just not confront it. Now what happens is the first day the person drank a glass of water and did not return the cup, you should have talked about it. But let's assume first time you didn't talk about it. The second day the person ate, you took the dishes to the kitchen, you didn't say anything. The third day the person left his or her laundry and you did the laundry, you did not say anything. The fourth day, you cooked, dished the food, gave the person ate, left the plate, you still cleared the dishes, you said nothing. Now, when you are not confronting the issue, what happens is that the person is so accustomed to you doing things, right? The person is so accustomed to that lifestyle that the person does not even have an idea that what he or she is doing is wrong. So the day you have it up to here, and you take it out on the person, and everybody's wondering, why are you upset? You're such a nice and calm person. Now, two things happen. Most times, what happens is the fact that you end up narrating the person's ordeal, and everybody keeps saying, oh, this person is wicked, you're so insensitive. But the truth is, think about it. If you had mentioned it the first time, the person would probably have been careful and he wouldn't have gotten up to that point. So let's flip it this way. Someone did something little, you didn't say anything about it, and you let the person do the very big one, or you allowed it mount up and compound, and later on you're blaming the person for being wicked and insensitive. So who is really wicked? Is it the person who was doing something innocently, or you who didn't talk about it and waited for the person to actually make a mess of his or herself, and then you came out to make it known to the public that this is what this person is doing, to paint the person wicked? I'm not saying that when you do that, you're actually trying to paint the person wicked, but I'm just saying that that is what it looks like. So if you learn to confront issues, the truth is you save yourself a lot of stress, because let's assume this person doesn't contribute and all that. The time you use in waiting for the person before you talk about it, you may have exerted yourself, you may have spent all you have, and most times that expression, that outburst comes from the fact that I'm tired. So don't wait till you're tired. Just confront issues as they come. Another way that being too nice can ruin your relationship is when you're too positive. Now, it's okay to be positive. It's not to say that you should be pessimistic, but when everything your friend does is just okay, you are super supportive every single time, even when you don't think is right, but you just say yes to the person just so that the person can feel good. So recently, a friend of mine won an election, right? All her friends told her that she couldn't. They didn't think she could. And they were honest with her. I don't think you can. And as far as she was concerned, that was what she needed to actually put herself together, to tell herself and tell her friends that I will make it and I will do it before your very eyes. So her friends kept saying, because of this, you can't do it. And she'll take care of that aspect. Because of this, you can't do it. She'll take care of that aspect. And eventually, she won the election. So at the end of the day, her friends were all like, okay, you can go. Okay, it's fine. And in fact, some friends go as nice people, go as far as hailing you. They know that you are not capable. They know you don't have the ability. They know you don't have the capacity. Instead of telling you, they'll just be saying, oh, it's nice. Oh, you have all it takes. So if you are that friend and you do that to somebody just to make the person feel good or to make the person feel better, please watch it. You're not doing yourself or the other person any good. Because one thing I noticed then, when people know that nothing critical ever comes from you, everything you say is a yes. Everything is positive. Every time, yes. When they need someone that is logical, when they need someone that is serious, when they need someone to tell the truth, they will not come and ask you, because they know that this person will always say yes. This person will never say no. This person will never be able to think. And I mean, if you do that to yourself, you're actually affecting your IQ. Because another thing that nice people do to ruin their relationships is always solving their friends' problems. Oh Lord. Hey, actually, this is one of the reasons why parents and children have a fracas. Think about it. Think about where parents and children have a clash. It's always because the parent is always trying to fix the child's problem, and the child is trying to say, no, you don't have to do it every time. I can take care of myself. I'm an adult. I'm old enough. I'm strong enough to take care of myself. And the parent is still insisting. Most times it's just simply because, the parent is still wanting to be as involved as the parent was when the child was younger. Okay, this is a totally different matter though, but I'm just trying to use that to explain how that if you always want to solve your friend partner's problems every single time, you always want to be there to solve the problem, it will definitely affect your relationship. And guess what? You will end up spoiling the person, because the person will never be able to do anything for his or herself. The person will always depend on you to do something. Even when you feel you are weak, or you are sick, or you're unavailable to do such a thing, or if it's a case of you always being available for the person financially, you're unable to do it. The person is so laid back that the person can't do anything for his or herself, and then you get upset. At the end of the day, it's just a messy situation. So don't be very quick to solve problems for people as a nice person. I know you just want to help. Elder children are guilty of this, especially first children, especially first daughters. It's like we are all in the same WhatsApp group to spoil our younger ones. I don't know. So no. If you're an eldest child, comment down below. Some people like, I just want to help. I just felt bad. But the truth is, this person will not die if you don't move. And sometimes it's better to just teach somebody how to fish than to give the person the fish. So know when to actually step in to help, and know when to let people do their things for themselves. It's not to say you shouldn't help people, but don't be always available every single time, as though you don't have anything else to do, as though you are living for this person, you're living to actually help this person or get this person out of his or her mess. I think at the end of the day, you exert yourself so much that there'll be nothing left. Okay, finally, you bottle things up a lot. See, people who bottle, me, I'm guilty of it too. I bottle things up. You bottle things up a lot. Most of them are nice people, and the reason why you bottle things a lot is because, oh, you don't want to hurt this person, you don't want to offend the person. You know, this person has offended you, but you're considering the person's emotion. So if I shout back, this person will be offended, this person will be hurt, this person will get angry. But you're offended, you are hurt, you are angry. So when you keep bottling in emotions, sometimes people are doing things that are hurting us that they don't even know they are hurting us. Sometimes they know, other times you don't know. But because you are so nice, you don't want to hurt the person. If I tell him, how will he feel? Let it not look like I'm trying to shade this person. So you're trying to protect the person's ego, you're trying to protect the person's emotions, whatever it is you're trying to protect. Or sometimes in some cases, you don't want to lose this person. Other times, in some cases, you feel like if I talk to this person about this, I may lose out on some privileges. Whatever reason it is, you just bottle things in, and guess what? One day, the dynamite will explode, and the day that dynamite explodes, it will look like you've been fake all along. It will look like you are someone who keeps grudges. Yes. In fact, there was a day I had a conversation. I don't know if I should tell that story, but it's a very, very long story. But a friend of mine just went MIA on me. She wasn't talking to me. She stopped talking to me. In fact, we work in the same space, but I didn't see her for a few months. We didn't see for a few months because I didn't go to look for her. And after a long time, the day I went to actually confront this person to say, this is what you did, I didn't like it. You know, do you know what the person told me? Oh, you're holding grudges. So all along, you've been smiling with me. All along, you've been acting like you're okay. Meanwhile, you're holding grudges against me. I had to start explaining that I wasn't holding grudges. But the truth is, yes, I really wasn't holding grudges. But I bottled it up. So this person kept doing things that were offending me. And I kept bottling it up and not expressing myself. Until the day I felt that, okay, I've had my fill. And I went ahead to explain. So now this is me explaining. What if I flared up? It will look like, oh, this person has been hiding this. So at the end of the day, you come out as fake. You come out as not real. So don't bottle things in. This brings us back to our first point, which is not being confrontational. You need to learn to confront issues. You need to learn not to bottle things up. If you bottle it up, it's your chest that will pain you. Okay, so I'll run through everything. The first one is that you don't confront issues. The second one is that you say yes to everything. You are always positive. You're just saying yes, 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 never disagreeing. The other one is that you always like to solve problems for people. You just like to solve everybody's problems. And the truth is, you can't really solve everybody's problems. There will always be problems with the world. And when you try to solve everybody's problems, you exert yourself and I don't know what happened. Okay, and the final one is that you bottle things up a lot. But I would like to end this by saying that if you are in a space where you are too afraid to communicate with someone, if you're in a relationship or an environment where you're not free enough to actually communicate with someone, because one of the reasons why people are not confrontational, people you bottle things up, people, you know, sometimes is the fact that you're not so comfortable with this person, you're not so confident enough to express yourself and be who you really are around this person. Hence, the fact that you have to cover up, the fact that you have to force yourself to be supportive even when you don't mean to be supportive, to just say yes when you don't really mean to say yes. One of the reasons is that you're probably not comfortable with being honest with this person. And if you're in a relationship or you're friends with someone you're not comfortable telling the truth to, then you should rethink and probably take a walk out of that relationship, because it's not healthy for you, it's not healthy for that person. I'll end on this note, and I'd like you to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell. Please tell me what you think in the comment section. If I'm wrong, please, I stand to be corrected. I'm ready to be corrected. I love to be proven wrong. If I'm actually wrong, prove me wrong. And if you want to add something, please kindly add something. I want to learn as well, because everything I shared here are things that I have done, apart from maybe there are all things I've done one way or the other. Maybe one of these days I'll do a story time and explain one or two things. It's just that sometimes story times for me are just something that I think I don't know if I'm ready to share right now, because there are people that are close to me, and I feel like if I tell the story, the person may feel slighted or spited, and see me now, I'm still trying to protect somebody else's emotions. Anyways, I need to go and listen to my own advice. All right, so tell me what you think in the comment section, and bye. You don't have to do it every time. English. And the parents is still, oh Lord, the dynamo to explode. Let's just say dynamo.